I welcome you all to the next session on Polias counting theorem, that is pair, group, or n. Just now we have learnt about permutation group, symmetric group. From this symmetric group, we are going to obtain a group called as pair group or n. For this, we are going to consider each and every permutation in a symmetric group. And we are going to induce each and every permutation in a symmetric group by pairing the vertices. That is, we are going to club the concept of groups and graph. So we are going to merge two different topics. One is group, another one is graph. So we are going to club these two using permutation groups. We will see how we are going to induce every permutation in symmetric group as another induced permutation. Let us see. Let me start with graph. Let me try to club graph with groups. Let me take a graph G which contains n vertices. For example, for simplicity, let me take a graph G with the 4 vertices A, B, C, D. And whenever I join any two vertices by an edge, I can say that those two vertices becomes related. How many such relations possible? How many, otherwise in terms of graph theory, I can say that how many edges possible? Total number of edges possible for a graph with n vertices. That we know it is nC2. N into n minus 1 by 2. All complete graphs with n vertices will have n into n minus 1 by 2. All other vertices will have less than n into n minus 1 by 2 edges. So, what are the possibilities to pair the edges? I can either pair A with B, A with C, A with D. Then, what is the leftover? I can join B with C, B with D. I have excluded B with A because joining A to B is same as B to A. So, that has been included here. So, B to C, C to D, then C to D. So, how many such pair possible? AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, CD, or simply shortly as CD. So, these are the possibilities of edges for a graph G with n vertices. Let me consider a permutation. Let me take vertex set to form a permutation. So, I am clubbing slowly graph theory with the group theory. So, I am taking A, B, C, D, the vertices of G as the elements for the permutation beta, and I have taken that A maps to D, B maps to B, C maps to A, D maps to C. What is its cycle? A maps to D, okay, AD, go to D, D maps to C, C maps to A. Once again it written back, so the cycle got over. Then B maps to B, a cycle of length 1. So we are having cycle of length 1 and cycle of length 3. So this can be written as y1 to the power 1, y3 to the power 1. So y1, y3. This is the cycle structure for this permutation P, which has been formed using the vertices of a graph G. Now I want to induce this beta. How I am going to induce? With a paired and unordered pair of vertices. So what are the possibilities? AB. That is shortly without any brackets or comma, it is simply written as AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, and finally CD. So, these represents edges. Now, what are their images? You come to beta here. This is simply all possible edges of a graph G. I am going to link this one with the permutation beta. What is AB? A maps to D, B maps to B. So AB maps to DB, otherwise BD. Both are same. For simplicity, I am representing this one as these edges as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since it has 4 vertices, so what is the maximum possible number of edges? NC2, which is 4C2, which is nothing but 6. These 6 edges are named as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or else AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, CD. 1 to 5. AB maps to BD. What is the image of AC? AC, DA. What is image of AD? DC. What is image of BC? BA. What is image of BD? BC. Finally, what is image of CD? AC. So the images has been calculated using beta. That's why this beta dash is said to be the induced permutation of beta. This permutation is obtained from beta. That's why it's called as induced permutation of beta. Here, these element represents the vertices. Here, beta dash is obtained using the edges. Let me try to draw the graph for these two permutations. First one for beta. A, B, C, D are the 4 vertices. So let me mark A, B, C, D. A maps to D. So A to D, directed graph. B to B, a loop. C to A. C to A. Then finally D to C. D to C. A disconnected directed graph. Let me draw. What is its cycle structure? Cycle structure is Y1, Y3. Let me draw this graph one. Graph beta dash. So we are having 6 vertices. Either you mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or else AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, CD. AB to BD. AB to BD. AC to AD. AC to AD. AD to DC. AD to DC. BC to BA. BC to BA. BD to BC. BD to BC, CD to AC, CD to AC. Once again a disconnected graph. When you find the cycle, how many cycles are here? 2 cycles. So its cycle structure is Y32, Y32. So the cycle structure Y1, Y3 becomes Y32. Now, so I have paired the vertices and I have found the permutation induced by beta. Now, if I take Sn, I have shown this one only for one permutation beta. If I consider Sn, a symmetric group Sn with n vertices, you know what is a symmetric group? All possible permutations with n elements. And it contains how many elements? N factorial elements. All symmetric group contains n factorial elements. Each and every permutation will be of this form. You try to convert every permutation to beta dash. That is induced permutation of B. Find induced permutation of every permutation in Sn. You will get n factorial elements of induced permutation of each and every elements of Sn. You collect all those induced permutations and put it in a set, and that set forms a group with respect to composition. That group is called as pair group. Look at the definition. A set of permutations on the vertices forms a group. That we know. All permutations with that is symmetric permutation forms a group. The induced set of permutation on a pair of vertices will also form a group. That's it. So once again, in the form of Sn, a full symmetric group Sn on n vertices of graph induces a group Rn of n factorial. How many elements will be there in a symmetric group? N factorial elements. Each and every permutation induces another permutation. So Rn also contains n factorial permutations. Such a induced group is called as pair group Rn. So we learnt what is a symmetric group and we learnt what is a pair group. That's all about pair group.